Alright guys, this is Art Meets Crazy Craig Make Wait me. So look at this video. Okay, so this is alright, so you're gonna see this is a picture of me that I took and I rendered years ago. I call it the vicious cycle. But I'll show you, this is Procreate, and I'll show you time-lapse video. So I want to tell you probably the first hitchhike experience that I had, where I was in Boulder, Colorado. And Boulder, Colorado is a beautiful place. That's just beautiful. I was there, Denver, Manitou Springs, Colorado Springs, but Boulder, Pearl Street, that was my jam. You know, to see all the kids down there, you couldn't vend. Like, you couldn't fly a sign, but you could display your art to make money, and it was really weird. I saw people there that were flying signs that said FML, you know, what's it? Yeah, fuck my life, and we're making money. Kids that were spun out with signs that with no shoes on, raggedy, with blank signs making money. It was a good time. Let me tell you, let's see, so I had just arrived in Boulder, and it was the afternoon time, and I had met these kids just right there on Pearl Street, and they were the pirates. They were the train hoppers, the Schwillies, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, I just got into town, you know, I'm new here, I don't know, blah blah. And that was my first hitchhiking. I didn't know anything, and I was like, can I hang out with you guys? Well, they adopted me. They were cool. And there was Pockets and Nolan. Those were twins, and identical twins. Like, I'll tell you later how I found. You know, they confused me, but they were cool. So Pockets was like the hardcore Valhalla, like Schwilly, and Nolan was like the more, you know, sensitive, had feelings type. That was, you know, the total opposite of his brother. And at that time, I think the what was it? The Rainbow Gathering in Montana Nationals was going on, so everybody was cutting through there at that time. So there was a lot of dirty traveling kids coming through there, and the cops didn't like it. And this was right before legalization of marijuana too. But the cops were cool, and but there was also this weird thing. It was like, you couldn't go into the liquor store. You could only go into the liquor store one time. And so you'd have, like, it was weird. I never heard of that. You had runners, you know, it's like you had 20, 30 kids, you know, you could have liquor all day. You know, so we were down there on Pearl Street, right there by I think Wells Fargo, in that little cut there. And we'd hang out there all day long and just get schwilly and play music and, you know, and display art and anything we do to make money and do that. And then we go to the park at nighttime and try to sleep without getting woken up by the cops. You'd wake up, the cops would wake you up, kick your shit, and like, come on, get, you know. And it's funny because they had sprinklers that would come up in the most random places. Like, they don't need no damn sprinklers there, and they would come up. I remember waking up and I had all my art, my whole portfolio and everything with me, and I hear and a sprinkler head comes up right next to my face and just starts spraying me, and you get that stuff. Now, we were right down by the water too. It's just in the weirdest places. So that was pretty crazy. I got I think I've lived there on the streets for like a month. Like, I slept, I think the first night that I got there, I slept in an alleyway right there in downtown, one street over from Pearl, in between cactuses and a fence. I mean, I woke up and I was like, I'm surprised I didn't even get stung by, it was just I wake up, I pop my head up, fences to the left of me, cactus to the right. I'm in the middle, and this guy walks by walking his dog. I'm just like, good morning. It's just like, but they were so used to it. They're just like, eh. And, yeah, that was pretty funny stuff. They had good, the churches were really good. They had showers there. They had feeds, and that's what we did every day. That was like our routine. And I was dating a girl back in Ohio. And she's like, how long are you gonna be out there, this and that, and it just go on and on, because, well, for one, I didn't know how to even get back. Like, I had never hitchhiked or traveled or like that. I was dropped off by a friend on the way out there, so that was easy to get to. It was like finding a way home with no money or anything. But I have to tell you this one time, though. I was sitting there, and we got early. I mean, this was like before noontime, and usually, like, that little area right on Pearl Street, like by the bank, you see the cops come, you just get up and walk away. They don't bother you. But I was a little bit too gone. So I had to, I just sat there. I was like, oh, fuck. So they gave me a trespassing ticket. I looked and I was like, I'm not going to be around here, like, very long. He still gave me the ticket, and I never paid it and never went back. It's probably gone now. So these, also there was this park there, and where all the kids would hang out, and kids would get just, there was kids on all types of stuff. I don't even know. I just drank. I smoked weed. But there's, and they would leave their packs there and all their shit. So I would go, eventually I'd just go down there. I'd take their shit and I'd bring it to that spot on Pearl Street. Eventually someone told somebody, blah, blah, and they told the train hoppers, and you don't fuck with the train hoppers and stuff. And they were like, yo, someone said you're taking this, and they got on my face, they're gonna kick my ass. And I was like, dude, you got it wrong. It's like, these fuckers are leaving their shit out here, and I'm trying to get it to them, like, and bring it to, like, a safe zone. So after that, they vouched for me, and they had my back, which was really cool. Like, they took me under their little train hopper wings, and that's a hardcore group. Like, that's they don't fuck around. So, I mean, they knew I was really green, and they fucking knew I didn't have any bad intentions. So they watched out for me. Also, during that time, I sat there and I flew a sign for some guy for $20 an hour about Monsanto before I even knew anything about it. I was like, okay. I'm telling you, like, I was very late about knowing about anything, but I wanted $20 an hour. So I stayed there, and eventually, like, it was, time is up. It's time to go back. So I was like, okay, well, so all of the kids and we took a bus ride to Denver. And we all got off. We went to this hot dog cart, and then we all split ways. And I just started walking down the highway, and there was this trucker that had picked me up. And shortly afterwards, we broke down, and he broke down in, like, the middle of the highway. So I was like, all right, and I'm going to keep going, and kept walking down. And what was it? I was really lucky, though, because I walked down to some kind of McDonald's or something, way miles later, and I was walking out or walking up to like McDonald's or Burger King or something, and this kid comes out and he looks at me and he's like, "Hey, you need a ride?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm trying to get to Ohio," and he was able to bring me from Colorado all the way to freaking Tennessee. So he dropped me off in Tennessee, but I was in the middle of the sticks, like literally nothing. And I had a hard time from there. It was like, but I didn't know how to do anything. So of course it was gonna be hard. But finally, I got a hold of some friends, and one of my friends was actually coming through the exact area at the time where I was at, like a few hours later. So after that, like I'm in the back of the car. She's got a sheet of acid on her, and she hands me like, I don't know. I think I was like, I want to get spun or something. It says some dumb shit like that, and then again, well, yeah, well, go ahead. So we were. I think I take 3 hits. The 3 hits of it was fucking really good, and I was at the Park of Roses or something. I mean, I think it was in Ohio somewhere. A beautiful place, absolutely beautiful. And I'm sitting there on some rocks, and there was a creek, and there was these woods right in front of me. And next thing I know, all I see is from the left side, the light of life coming, and then on the right side, the dark, like everything decaying, and it fucking came together and clashed together. And I think probably, and that's like the balance of the good and evil. And so I saw that, and I was like, okay, I want to get out. I was just waiting for my friends to come pick me up, and it's like one of those experiences I should have saved that, but yet I just dove into it. So finally made it back, and that was that experience. That was pretty crazy. It was for my first time. But now I'm gonna give this guy I'll give him some dreads. Now he's a little dread guy. The vicious cycle. Nah, it's the. We're a vicious cycle man with blizzard hands. Ooh, ooh. Maybe he's gonna have. Look, we're gonna make him have a belly. Maybe we'll make him pregnant. Is this one prego? Let's go. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out this shit. Watch this. We'll make him preggy. Well, shit. I was right there. We're gonna have to do this right. We're gonna do it proper. Like I said, I don't not know anything about this program, but it's really fun. But I think he needs a little alien baby inside him. We're gonna make it, baby. Alright, we'll go like these. Alright, make his belly more exposed to what an alien figure would be inside. Maybe we have to run this out a little bit. I'm telling you, this program absolutely fun. Anybody who's an artist, anybody who's creative, they learn this program will have blast. Was to make a baby. Look at the little alien, baby, coming to settle down. A little alien. Look, we'll make him look like a little alien hippie baby. Yeah, you guys ever want to tell me some hitchhiking or anything travels you had? This ain't gonna be the first. I'll tell you some more stuff. But I'm gonna start out light. We're gonna go cray cray. You know what I'm saying? You wanna know what cray cray is? We go cray cray. What the? I'm gonna do this. Blake. I don't want to go that big. There we go. It's all alien. You guys give me tips on this stuff. Anybody know about this? I don't know shit. I'm barely able to do it, but it's fun. And I want to be able to talk and do this with you. And eventually there'll be some more cool stuff on the channel. But right now, all you get is this alien baby within him. But now, look, you got the dreadlocks. So now we're gonna have to do a little bit of a dreading with him. Look at them little dreads. This little baby. I'm gonna do down the light. Yeah, we gotta get dark now. Little baby, dreadlock. My dreadlock baby alien. Alright, so we're gonna try to make this a little bit lighter. Maybe we're gonna have to erase some. Oops. I don't know how that's gonna work. It's very. I'm gonna try to blend it out a little bit. Maybe we can make it. There we go. A vicious bear holding the baby. And then, well, I think that's it. I think that's all for that. That's some weird fucking. You know what I'm saying? That's some art meets crazy. That's some art meets crazy LLC. Boom. Bye, y'all.